books that you're trying to end up. Cause if I end up fed, I end up. Cause you just soft type. What? Fake up north type. Whoa. It's like a soft fight. Dog is a dog, blood's thicker than water. We done been through the mud and we quicker to slaughter. The bigger the order, the more we run out. When up in there, everybody come out. When nobody burn out, sun in the sun out. Listen, yo, it's about to be. You know who gon' find you? Some old man fishing. Grandma wishing you the best, but it's hard to digest with the sound of your chest. Y'all gon' make me lose my mind. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me go all out. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me act.
It was only opened in 2020, but quickly became one of the league's most recognizable venues. You're looking at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California. Today, there's an NFC fighting storm between the Washington Commanders and the Los Angeles Rams.
Joshua Carty to kick off.
Ball is teed up. Joshua Carty to do the honors. And here we go from LA. This will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10. First carry now for Kyren Williams. And that carry only nets one on the plunge up the gut.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. You're going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9.
32! Alert! Set!
Stafford from the gun. He throws a bullet to the center of the field. No, not surprisingly, his reputation preceded him here at Brock. They got double coverage on him to try and slow him down.
Yeah, that's what you get. When you're this good and you're this talented, you're going to get the attention, especially early in the game. Now, what kind of adjustments can you make offensively?
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down.
59! Number 20!
3rd and long. They're going to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. First time this game they've looked to him. And now they're staring at 4th and long. So an 0-2 start to the game for him, Brock. And not surprisingly, his team headed to the sideline after a 3-and-out.
I think it's going to take a few more incompletions before they start to panic, but that's far from the type of start they had planned for in this one.
21!
They're going to go for it. Stafford got a lot behind this one. Downfield it goes. That's caught at the 25. And this will reach the red zone. He takes it down to the 17. Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got 1st and 10 from the red zone.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Working inside the red zone. This time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. In a real troublesome spot here, Brock. That sack has him set up 2nd down and 21.
At the 27-yard line.
White! Stay 50, stay 50!
Working from the gun. Here's Stafford. He's got the hook up to Devontae Adams. He's forced out of bounds after a nice play there, but still, Brock, not enough to avoid 3rd down.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
Ready! Big 20! 180! Red!
Stafford now on 3rd down. He finds Adams, complete. He's going to be short of that goal line, Brock, but not of the marker. They've got a 1st and goal.
That's good for a Rams 1st down. 1st down and goal to go.
Hey.
Williams has the LA touchdown. The Rams finish up an excellent opening series. Kyron Williams, the touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And the Rams will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Commanders nothing.
Here's Evans set to kick this away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Commanders starting out in a good spot here as they get set. 1st and 10. Daniels going to throw to get us started. His first throw is an interception. Emmanuel Forbes makes the play. And the Rams get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season.
Intercepted.
1st down from the 42.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Stafford now off the play fake. Right side into the hands of Allen. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
32.
Shotgun snap to Stafford. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
That was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
Stay 50.
Throwing is Stafford on 3rd. And that one's too far in front of him, so now they're facing 4th down.
Okay, you know I talk to you all the time about these money downs, the 3rd downs, and the plan you got to have. It's kind of like a manufacturing plant. You've got to manufacture open looks, and that time, the plant was closed.
Zebra. Hey, 22. 59. Hey, 50.
It's Stafford once more. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Commanders will take over as he records his 1st interception of our season.
Their first pick of the game comes at an awfully big moment. Really just cancels out all the great work your defense did to give you that ball.
All right, the Washington offense is set. Here comes 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Captain Lions. 50 Maverick. Panther 11. Panther 11. 19.
Not deterred by that pick. He's thrown again. Caught by his back. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Shotgun snap to Daniels. Hits his running back. Continuing to move past the 45. And he's out of bounds, but what a great play there, Brock. He's got him into field goal range. It's a huge pickup on the play. And that will give them some serious momentum along with a 1st down. First carry here for the rookie out of Texas A&M. And they're going to have 1st and goal after he picked up a nice chunk there.
Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal.
Kevin Cyrus. Ready. 19, 18, 5 here. Ready.
From the red zone on 1st. Makes the catch. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
Hey, you like these results on 1st. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook wide open.
Ball at the 2 here for 2nd and goal. From the gun, it's Daniels. Bails out of the pocket quick.
Well, positive yardage is positive yardage. He got what he could before getting out. But it still leaves him short of the 1st after what looked like a broken play.
And we will not get another play. That's going to do it for the first quarter. 7-0 is our score. We'll return to Inglewood in just a moment. Commanders ball as we get back for the second, and they're thinking points.
Let's go. Hawk 70, Hawk 7, Mustang 19.
Daniels, 3rd and goal. Oh, again, it looks like a pick, but they drop it. A chance to steal it away in the end zone. Just can't finish the play. All right, here we go. They nearly gave it away on the pick, but the offense still out there, and they're looking for 6.
Cup 19.
Now Daniels on 4th down. And this is cut in the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Man, Brock, that defense held up 3 straight plays. They just couldn't come up with the one final stop they needed to get off the field.
And how about this offense? Courage of the offense to run it back for one more snap and make the adjustments on 4th and goal to finally punch it in. Quite the many little chess match we just saw play out over those last 4 plays.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Chooses to bring this one out. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
First of all, you ain't trapped long enough. With me, you ain't strong enough. So whatever it is, they got you thinking that you Superman. I got the kryptonite for the mic. That's characters, not even good actors. What's going to be the outcome? Let's add them all.
LA bringing the offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Back to work after throwing the pick. That'll be incomplete to start the new set of downs. Wanted to fit that one into Devontae Adams. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Trey Amos on the coverage.
Zebra. Set. Hey, red. 21. Red 80. 32.
Stafford back to throw. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
Intended toward Trey.
Even the best of them could be hurried into a throw. Messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down.
Alert.
They'll throw 3rd and long. Gets it quickly to Palmer. And he's taken down after a very productive effort there, Brock, up to the 40-yard line. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs. From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Stafford throwing again. Lasers this one deep down the middle. He's got it inside the 25. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Rams take a 2nd quarter lead. It's a Puka Nacua touchdown.
The kicker on for the extra point.
That one right down the middle. And the Rams break that tie and now lead by 7.
Commanders 7.
Here's Evans set to kick this away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock, so they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. Commanders starting out in a good spot here as they get set. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Daniels. Leading to his running back. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
To throw, Daniels. Cup on Deebo Samuel. And he's going to take this down to the 31 before he gets taken down. He picks up 28 on the play. And that's good for a Washington 1st down. New set of downs for him from the 31.
Here we go. Set. Eagles. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers. Trap 60. Trap 60. 19 tight. 19.
Daniels now on first down. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
After the incompletion, still at that 31-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Cowboy 80.
To the air again, Daniels. Gets his tight end on the corner out. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
First down, Washington.
18, 5 here. Here we go. 79 Broncos. Mustang 19.
To throw again, it's Daniels. Into the hands of Terry McLaurin. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives them first and goal.
With Lions. Ready. 19 Light. Cougar 19. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Go.
They'll try and punch it in. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
That run now has put them in such a great spot. Okay, when you get a run like that inside the first and goal situations, a whole lot of confidence when you break the huddle.
Ball at the 2 here for 2nd and goal. They go to him again. And he's still going backwards as they get him behind the line. It's going to be 3rd and 4, but not just yet. Only 2 minutes to go in our first half. More football from SoFi in just a moment. 3rd and goal, defense electing to play this from the nickel.
7 Pirates, 70, 18 Rattlers, 18 Rattlers. Warriors 70. Dragon 60. Panther 11, Panther 11. Ready.
Here's Daniels. He's got it in the end zone, but he can't get the feet down. That throw just took him a little bit too far, Brock. That's going to be incomplete.
That's going to be a play tomorrow. When they watch it on tape, they're going to be kicking themselves a bit. Okay, you get man-to-man coverage down in the red zone, you got to take advantage of it. It's hard. Zone coverage and the windows are so tight. If you get man, you got to find a way to win.
A 21-yard attempt.
And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is if the kicking team is out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
And not liking what it looked like ahead of him there, Brock. So he's going to take a knee, and this is going to come out to the 35-yard line. Good field position for the Rams as they get ready. 1st and 10.
11, 280. Monday. And middle. 22. 0.
Working from the gun. Here's Stafford. This one's reeled in downfield by Ferguson. A great play is brought to an end as this one reaches the 35-yard line. It's a 30-yard gain, Brock, so unsurprisingly, that gives him a first down.
You know, Ken, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
1st and 10. Here's Stafford. He's got it at the 6. Touchdown, L.A. The Rams throw their lead just before halftime. It's a Puka Nacua touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. That one splits the uprights. And the Rams drive their lead to 11.
Commanders 10.
Here's Evans set to kick this away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Commanders starting out in a good spot here as they get set. 1st and 10.
79 Broncos. Get it. 19, 18. Cut 19. Cut 19.
Daniels. He's throwing deep to the left side. And pass incomplete. That was Terry McLaurin on the target. And now it's second down.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
Buffalo 18. 60 Maverick. 60, 18. Pioneers.
To throw again on second down. Daniels. No place for him to go here. The Rams rush all over it. That's going to add some distance onto this upcoming third down.
Mustang 19. 19 Lions.
Here he goes, third and long. This is a heater going deep. They connect on the deep shot. And they're going to have it all the way down to the 25.
Just about every offense since the beginning of time, since the forward pass, Kate, has loved a tight end that could stretch the middle of the field. Man, I remember as a kid watching Kellen Winslow Sr. dice up right here between the hashes, and what a difference it can make for an offense.
Throwing on first down, Daniels. He has it at the 5! And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for first and goal. Here's Evans set to kick this away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. Commanders starting out in a good spot here as they get set. First and 10. Out of the gun. They'll give it to him inside. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. Stop made by Braden Fisk. Need a better result than that last run. It's second and 8. Shotgun snap to Daniels. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
There's no route on the old proverbial route tree, Kate, that takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believe it, your guy can get there.
They kick the running back in motion. Third and short, Daniels. Escapes the pocket. And after all that, he still can't get rid of it. They get there and drop him. It's the exact opposite of what this offense needed. They now face fourth down.
That is not the way they needed to come out of the locker room here to begin the second half. Trailing, you got to play with a sense of urgency. You got to protect your quarterback. And they didn't either.
Full quarter to go, but they feel like they got to make their move now. They are going for this.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
Fourth down, here's Daniels. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced. Brock had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Makes the catch, but does not do it in bounds. Looks like he came down on that sideline. Second down coming up.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
Hey, give me radar. Alert! Hey, 54.
Back to the air we go on second. Stafford. Right side into the hands of Adams. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26.
Well, we saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them. And the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Throwing is Stafford on third. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Rams push their lead further to start the half.
That's some good old-fashioned playground football. Even at the elementary school, find the fastest kid, let him run.
That one right down the middle. And the Rams push their lead to 18.
28. Commanders 10.
Here's Evans set to kick this away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone. So no threat of a return. And they're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. Commanders starting out in a good spot here as they get set. 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Daniels. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. Trying to find his tight end. And it's going to be 2nd down.
Yikes, as that pass falls to the ground, you kind of just sense their desperation, just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
Look at that power, deep left side. That's complete inside the 35. They get 35 out of that play. That's going to give the Commanders a 1st down. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he comes through big here, 9 yards, it's 2nd down.
Even though that run did not net them a 1st down, I can promise you this, Kate. I promise you. I know how it works. They're going to circle that one. You're going to remember that one. And when they need some key yards on the ground, they'll come back to that call later.
And he'll go down here at the 16. It's a gain of 4 there. And that's good for a Washington 1st down. Handoff now out of the gun. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a mic order.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
Back-to-back carries here. Finds a small seam. That's good for 5. Make it 3rd down.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Firing quickly out wide, Daniels. And he is in. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders shave some off the deficit late in the quarter. Kicking team on to try the PAT. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Commanders make it an 11-point ball game.
Commanders 17. Joshua Carty to kick off.
The Commanders kickoff unit out and ready as they send this away. Returnable from the 1. Pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. LA offense all set. Here's 1st and 10.
Ready.
They take the handoff now, Stafford. In trouble now, and the ball is out. And the Commanders get to it first. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line.
You know, this just can't happen on 1st down. It really can't. I mean, ball security is a premium on every down, every distance. But on 1st down, it is especially a killer.
Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
Back to the well again. And this is headed the wrong way. They're going to lose yards here. It's going to bring up 3rd down.
He's brought down back at the 16-yard line.
A touchdown aside in that frame as we run out of time in the 3rd quarter. It's Commanders football, and they need to get to work here. They're trailing late. Let's see what they went with on third down.
Come on. Panther 11.
That one's out and cut on the right side. And a nice game here, but it stopped short of the first. They're going to go for it here, trailing in the fourth.
Here we go. Titans. 18 Warriors, 17. 18. 5 in. 60 Bobcats. 60 Bobcats.
Desperation time here on fourth. Chased out to his right. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced. Brock had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs. Rams ready for this one. Here's 1st and 10.
Set. Omaha. Ready, move. Red 80. Red 54. Ready, hot.
Stafford from the gun. And this one's incomplete. Too low as it skips off the ground. Looking that time for Terrence Ferguson. So it's 2nd down coming up.
Percy Butler on the coverage.
22. Say 50. Set. White. Lady. Zero.
Shotgun snap to Stafford. Put some heat on this. He's got it deep downfield. Hits the 20. He makes it in for the Los Angeles touchdown. The Rams so likely locked up the win right there. Kicking team out to try the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Rams push their lead to 18.
Commanders 17.
Here's Evans set to kick this away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. Commanders starting out in a good spot here as they get set. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Daniels. Fits it through the middle. And he is in. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders get it back to within 2 possessions. They're out to try and tack on the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Commanders make it an 11-point ball game.
Commanders 24. Joshua Carty to kick off.
The Commanders kickoff unit out and ready as they send this away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Good field position for the Rams as they get ready. 1st and 10.
Zero. 11. Blue 60. Easy to learn.
Throwing from the gun. Finds his back, Kyron Williams. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Dude, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. But one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Stafford now. And finds Adams downfield. And he is down at the 30-yard line. So a gain of 30 yards on that play. And the Rams have the 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Working from the gun. Here's Stafford. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. It's 3 sacks for the game so far. Brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 18 at the 38-yard line.
Hey, 22. 59. 21.
On the play fake, here's Stafford. Escapes out to the left. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
Zebra. Omaha. Ready. Hey, 50. 180. Like 7. Big 20.
3rd and long for him here. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down.
A gain of 13 on the play. It's fourth down.
I got him. Monday. Hey, 54. Look at him.
Fourth down, here's Stafford. And that's going to wind up incomplete as their gamble doesn't pay off. They're going to turn this one over on downs.
Certainly looking for that nail in the coffin, the knockout punch, a touchdown, and 3-possession lead that could put this one out of reach. Hey, it's a luxury they could afford to take in that spot. Built himself up a little buffer here, Kate, but it's never over till it's over.
19, Tiger, 19, press all 80. Let's go.
Quick throw out wide. I think this might be a double pass. Oh, he has somebody. It's caught. Into the red zone. And he's in. Oh, the double pass stuns him and ends with a touchdown.
Touchdown, Washington.
So the touchdown was only a part of it, Brock. They're going to go for 2 now and try to make this just a field goal game.
Washington will line up for the 2-point conversion.
60 Maverick.
Daniels looking to throw. This could decide things. It's intercepted. Nate Wiggins has got it.
Those defenders, well, they're just as excited as all of us when we get to see a 2-point play. It's a chance to directly keep points off the board. It can energize a defense and give them that swag when the defense is stop them.
So after making this a 5-point ball game, they kick it off. Return starts from the goal line. Takes it just shy of that end zone. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
LA bringing the offense to the line. Here's first and 10.
50.
Trying to throw this from the gun. He's got some air under this one, deep down the middle. Put the body on the line for his team. One of the game's biggest plays right there as they get the markers reset.
Look at the touch he put on that throw down the field. That was a masterpiece, and he was the artist behind it, laying it in the perfect spot to create the big play.
On first down, here's Stafford. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset. To the line and set. Here we go, first down. Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Catch made, left side by Palmer. And he will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with first and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone.
That's another Rams first down.
And that is the Jets that should end this game and seal this win. Touchdown! Now the PAT try coming up.
Touchdown, Rams.
Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Rams push the lead up to 12.
Score, Rams 42, Commanders 30.
Here's Evans set to kick this away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Commanders starting out in a good spot here as they get set. First and 10. Shotgun snap to Daniels. Good strike downfield to Lane. And this great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down. That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26. The Commanders in the hurry up. They're hustling for the line.
60 Eagles. 18 Rattlers.
Daniels now on first down. Headed out right. Going all the way to the end zone here. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Manuel Forbes makes the play.
You knew before this drive started the field goal was not going to be good enough, but that meant the coverage also knew how to play it, how to concentrate, how to focus, and those defenders, they influenced that throw, and even more so, took it away.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Drive start to the quick throw left. incomplete. And they're going to force him out. It looks like just about a step or two before he can get to that 20. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
They're going to pass it here. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well, he already has himself one interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse and sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when one pick becomes two becomes three, and on and on.
He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. Picked off Trey Amos. And the Commanders take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season.
I think you can almost sense a little bit of a hesitant spark out there. Nobody is going to get too excited. You're still down 2 scores, but there's a little flash of hope, a little flash of optimism. Their defense just gave the offense by taking the ball away.
Finds a seam down the middle. And this gets close to the red zone. He is inside the 25. The Commanders take a timeout. It's their first.
First down, Washington.
On first down, here's Daniels. Defender runs right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Eventually, Kate, as quarterback, you better be careful throwing check down after check down after check down. Eventually, that defense will catch on to it, and they'll make him pay and punish him there physically.
To throw again on second down. Daniels. Got to it right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. This one misses the tight end. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
10 yards to go.
18 Rattler. Buffalo 18. Mustang 19.
Throwing now. And that one is incomplete, and the clock stops with 18 seconds to go. Hands are tied. Gotta have it on this 4th down.
Wiggins on the cover.
Warriors 17. 19 tight. 79 Broncos.
Desperation time here. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Nate Wiggins has got it. And the Rams take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season.
Okay, that's just one of those situations that is so difficult to be a quarterback in that spot. It's kind of like being a pitcher in a 3-0 count. You just oftentimes don't win. You feel like you got to force the issue, and you force the issue, and interceptions follow.
Nakua here, he's got it. And he gets this down near the 30. So make a check in that win column for the Rams. And I know it's different for every sport, Brock. So is this the point where we'd say this winning streak is official? Might have something to it. 3 wins in a row now after this latest triumph.
Well, you get to this point, and what happens is you get to that building the next day, and everybody feels good. Secretary feels good. Chef feels good. Kitchen feels good. Everybody's feeling good of stacking these kind of wins in a row.
With Brock Huard and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Rams are winners as we say goodbye from Los Angeles.